Hey folks, Shan here. It is Friday, November 26, 2010. Black Friday as they call it. Sorry I didn't get to make a video yesterday. I was just busy and I was really concentrating hard on making sure that I load properly. Like I said before in my last video, one of the things that I know I didn't do well enough the last time I did this, when I did the drops, the sublingual drops for Hcg, was that I didn't really load as heavily as I should have. And so this time I made sure I did. And wow, yesterday was a doozy. The first day I had a lot of high sugar foods, I guess you say. It could be fat, you know, cookies, breads, butters, things like that, fried foods. And I got kind of sick that day. And I don't know if it was because it was the first day that I was taking the injections, but I tell you, the food was just coming right through my body. And so I wasn't feeling like I was like retaining any weight. I was hoping to, you know, retain a good amount of weight, gain a few pounds in the first 2 days so that, you know, I can make sure I have all my fat stored up. So the second day, actually on the night time of the first day, 2 days ago, I went online just to see some recommended high fatty foods. And on there came back things like egg yolks, milk, whole milk, bacon, things high in fat, avocado, fatty foods like that. So I decided, you know, I'd be strategic the next day. So yesterday I made creme brulee, which is basically egg yolks, heavy cream, and sugar and vanilla. And I ate a lot of those yesterday. It was delicious, but it got to the point where I was pretty sick of it. I made like 3 pounds of bacon for my family yesterday, and I ate a lot of that. I had bread and butter. It was just a really heavy loading day for me yesterday. So I feel good about it. When I weighed myself, the very first day I started, when I did my first injection, I was 195. As of this morning, I was 198. So I gained around 3 pounds, which is pretty good. I was hoping for 5, so 3, that's more than halfway. So I'm hoping that I loaded well enough so that I could be successful on, you know, storing those fats. So that's how my loading went. I like to share that creme brulee recipe sometime, so just watch it. I might be posting it up sometime in the next week or so. But that's a really good high fat food for those of you who are learning to do this and who want to know some good foods to load on. Of course, bacon is always good. So one other thing I wanted to talk about is how to eat, how to load. My suggestion is to find a day or find an activity that allows you to eat a lot very easily. For most people, I know for myself, if I have a day off and I sit in front of the TV all day, I can watch shows all day and somehow the food is always going into the mouth. That I find is the best way to spend your 2 loading days. And this is why. My first loading day, I did eat a lot of high fat foods. However, I was on the run. I was running errands. I was doing business. I was picking up the kids. I was just doing a lot of things. And there were like maybe 2 or 3 or 4 hour spans, maybe 2 or 3 times in that day where I wasn't eating, and so I would go and rush and, you know, get as much in as I could. Whereas the next day I spent time watching TV and, you know, I just watched shows. I basically vegged out, you know, as a couch potato. And I think that's the best way to get the load in, because it's very easy to get caught up in your life and to, you know, not load properly. And we know that's a very important part of the diet. It seems very backwards for losing weight, but it is, I know, one of the most important things that I've heard from other success stories. So try and do that. If you can have a veg out day, maybe a weekend, maybe that's a better time for you to start your first 2 days on a weekend when you don't have time, or whatever your 2 days off are. One more update I wanted to make is the makeup. We had that makeup discussion. Remember I told you I'd get back in touch with you? Now this is only concerning MAC makeup, ladies. So, you know, hopefully you check in on the makeup that you use. But for MAC, one of the things I wanted to check on was the eyeliner, the technical eyeliner, the pencil. And I found out that it does contain oil. However, the other eyeliner that I use from them also, that comes in a little pot, it's called Fluid Line, that does not contain oil. So that's what I'm using. Mascara has, almost all of them have oils except for 3 of them. One is called Zoom Lash, Fiber Riche, and Mascara X. Those are the 3 from MAC, M-A-C, that do not have oils that are mascaras. One bummer that, you know, I guess I got misinformation online was that first day I shared with you folks that the bronzer, you know, the powders are all fine, the foundations are fine, no oil. But the powder, the bronzer that I use for my blush, that actually does have a little bit of jojoba or jojoba, however you say that, oil in there. So I had to discontinue that. All their eyeshadows are oil free, so I really am not having to give up much. So I was really happy about that. So for you ladies who use MAC makeup, that's good news for you. And if you don't use MAC makeup, then this might be an opportunity to try it. It's really good makeup. It's a little bit pricey, but it lasts a long time. It wears very well. If you don't use MAC, please do your research. I'm trying to follow this protocol as strictly as possible. One thing that I don't like is, okay, so all conditioners pretty much have oil in them. And my hair, I've got pretty kinky hair. I'm taking it down, you guys can kind of see I have really kinky hair, and you know, I really kind of depend on conditioner to keep me intact, and it softens my hair, and you know, the fact that I can't use it has really bothered me. So I used that aloe vera shampoo, and it really did clean my hair out. My head and scalp felt well. From Nature's Gate, that felt really good. However, you know, my hair feels now all brittly, and I can't really put oil in it to flat iron it, so I'm a little bummed about that. Hopefully my hair will get trained over these next 40 days or over the whole phase of the protocol, and you know, it'll be better. But that is one really bad downside that I'm not really liking. But hey, to me, it's worth it. I'm really excited to see what the weight loss results are tomorrow, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I you know, just finished my 2 loading days, and today's my first day on the very low calorie diet. So I basically had a cup of tea this morning. I did my injection and I had a cup of tea. I'm drinking a lot of water. I drank about 1 liter of water so far. It's coming right through me, which I'm really happy about. I'm going to continue to drink water. I'm looking forward to lunch and dinner. You know, I'm going to start preparing my food now so it can be ready. I'm going to prepare maybe 2 or 3 days ahead of me. So just in case anything comes up, I can just grab food. That's one tip that I can give you, just in any diet. But in the HCG, I really would suggest having your food pre-made. You know, just get everything ready. Take an hour and make all your food for maybe the next 3 to 5 days. That way you can just grab and go, and you don't accidentally fall into something. Oh, wow, I don't have anything ready. Okay, I might cheat a little and have, you know, an extra breadstick or grissini stick. So prepare yourself. You know, my father always says, preparing to fail, failure to prepare, I forget it. I forget what it all has to do with failure to prepare. Oh, there you go. An emergency on your part, emergency failure to prepare. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I can't remember it. I'll get it, and it's a really good one, and he'd probably be really upset that he found out that I can't remember it by heart. But anyways, it's a really good one. The idea is prepare your food, have it ready, and you shouldn't fail. So I will see you folks in the morning tomorrow, catch up with you, and let you know how the first day finished off for me. I'm looking forward to it being good, and I think that's about it. I'll talk to you soon. Aloha.